This is Pennhurst Asylum. For almost 80 years, it stood as a monument to society's darkest impulses. It was a place where thousands of forgotten souls were confined, neglected, and abused. The stories from within these walls speak of unimaginable suffering. Tonight, we're going inside to investigate the extensive ghost lore born from its tragic past. But our mission has a new urgency. There are plans to redevelop this land, to potentially erase the very ground where these stories are etched. This might be one of our last chances to listen, to see if the tormented spirits of Pennhurst are still trapped within its decaying halls before they're silenced forever. The car is off. We're here. You just can't capture the scale of this place on camera. It's a sprawling campus of decay, and every shattered window feels like an eye watching you. The air itself feels heavy, oppressive, thick with unspoken history. As we stand here, with the last light of day fading behind the skeletal silhouettes of these buildings, the stories feel incredibly real. We're about to walk through the gates of a location infamous for its tragic history of overcrowding and abuse. It's a place that operated for nearly 8 decades before it was shut down after a court ruled that the conditions violated the constitutional rights of its residents. Our goal isn't just to hunt for ghosts. It's to understand the history that fuels the legends. We're here to document what remains, both physically and spiritually. With developers proposing to build a business park or data center complex on this very site, the history we're exploring is at risk of being paved over. This investigation feels like a final act of bearing witness to the lives that were lived and lost right where we stand. It's time to go in. To really understand what we're walking into, you need to know why Pennhurst has the reputation it does. This isn't just a scary-looking old property. It's a place with a verified history of horror. It opened in 1908, officially called the Eastern Pennsylvania State Institution for the Feeble-Minded and Epileptic. It was built with a noble intention, or so they claimed, to house around 500 individuals. But that capacity was a distant dream. From the very beginning, Pennhurst was overcrowded. By the 1950s, over 3,500 men, women, and children were crammed inside these buildings, which became severely underfunded and understaffed. The truth of Pennhurst was brutally exposed to the world in 1968. A journalist named Bill Baldini released a television exposé titled "Suffer the Little Children." The footage was devastating. It showed residents, many of them children, left in filthy conditions, some rocking back and forth in cages, others curled up on the floor. The report revealed a world of profound neglect and systemic abuse. Viewers saw patients who had lost the ability to speak, communicating only through moans and cries. The documentary earned Pennhurst the nickname, "The Shame of Pennsylvania." This exposé sparked a firestorm. Lawsuits were filed in the 1970s, most notably a landmark case arguing the residents' constitutional rights were being violated. That case established that people with disabilities had a right to live in the least restrictive environment possible. But the fight was long. It wasn't until December 9, 1987, that the last resident left Pennhurst and its doors were officially closed. The stories of what happened here, however, never left. They seeped into the very bricks and mortar, giving birth to the ghost lore that brings us here tonight. We are about to head into the first building. The stories from this point forward are not just about history, but about what that history may have left behind. If you believe these stories and the memories of the people who lived them deserve to be preserved, take a second to subscribe to the channel. It allows us to keep bringing you these important investigations. We're making our way to our first location, the underground tunnels. These dark, claustrophobic passages connect the entire campus. Historically, they were used for everything from maintenance to, according to many accounts, secretly transporting patients who had passed away or isolating those deemed uncontrollable. The darkness down here is absolute, and the air is cold and damp. This is a known paranormal hotspot. Investigators and visitors have reported hearing disembodied voices, shrieks, and screams echoing through these concrete corridors. Some have even claimed that small rocks or debris have been thrown at them from the darkness. This is where the unseen punishments allegedly took place, hidden from any prying eyes. Alright, I've got my EMF meter out. We're going to do a slow walk through this main artery. I'm just going to ask, is there anyone down here with us? We're here to listen to your story. We mean you no harm. It's completely silent, but the feeling, it's electric. My senses are on high alert. Every drip of water sounds like a footstep. The EMF is steady for now, but wait, did you hear that? It sounded like a shuffle further down the tunnel. It's so easy to get turned around down here. Let's keep moving toward the sound. We're going to try the spirit box now. This device scans through radio frequencies, and some believe spirits can use the white noise to form words. I'm just going to set it down and let it run. If there's anyone here who was a patient or who worked here, can you tell us your name? Can you tell us what happened in this tunnel? We've left the tunnels and are now inside the Mayflower Building. This was one of the main residential halls, and many consider it the most haunted building on the entire campus. This is where paranormal investigators have captured some of their most compelling evidence. Reports here include everything from shadowy figures darting down hallways to doors slamming shut on their own. You can see the decay is even more advanced in here. Paint is peeling off in huge sheets, and the floors are littered with debris. But you can still see the remnants of what this place was. You can almost feel the energy. This building housed hundreds upon hundreds of residents, packed into wards. We're heading up to the 3rd floor. This area is notorious for reports of direct interaction. People claim to have been shoved or touched by an unseen force. We're moving with caution. It's one thing to hear a noise. It's another thing entirely to feel something make contact with you. Okay, I'm standing in what would have been a large, open day room. The feeling in here is incredibly sad. I've got a thermal camera out now, just scanning the environment, looking for any temperature anomalies, any cold spots that can't be explained by a draft. Everything seems normal for now, but I can't shake this feeling that we are being watched. It's an intense, heavy pressure that's settled all around us. We've been in the Mayflower Building for over an hour, and the atmosphere has just been getting heavier. We've heard several unexplained noises, a distant bang from the floor below, what sounded like a faint cry down the hall, but nothing we could definitively capture. We've come back to the main day room on the 3rd floor because the feeling in here is just undeniable. We're going to do one last spirit box session in this room. This is where so many residents would have spent their days. If there's any residual energy, any memory imprinted on a location, it would be right here. I'm turning it on now. Is there anyone in this room with us right now? We heard a sound down the hall earlier. Was that you? Can you tell us? Are you trapped here?
Leave.
Whoa, stop. Rewind that. Did you all hear that? Clear as day. It sounded like one single word. Leave. My heart is pounding. Let's try one more time. We are not here to disrespect you. We just want to understand. Why do you want us to leave?
Pain.
It said it again.
Pain.
There's so much pain in this room. I think we have our answer. It doesn't feel like an aggressive warning. It feels sorrowful. A plea. A reflection of what this room represents. I think it's time to respect that. We should go. The sun is starting to rise, casting a soft light on the decaying facade of Pennhurst. After a long and emotionally draining night, we are finally leaving. Walking out of those gates feels like surfacing from underwater. The air is lighter out here, the silence less threatening. Tonight, we experienced a range of unexplained phenomena. The shuffle in the tunnels, the cold spots, and most profoundly, the clear voice from the spirit box telling us to leave because of pain. Whether you believe these were the voices of spirits or just the mind playing tricks in the dark, one thing is certain. You cannot walk through these halls without feeling the immense weight of the suffering that occurred here. The building itself seems to cry out with the memory of it. Our investigation was never just about proving ghosts exist. It was about listening to a story that is in danger of being permanently silenced. With the future of this property uncertain and development plans moving forward, this experience feels more significant than ever. These grounds are a memorial to a dark chapter in our history, a testament to the suffering of thousands of people who were failed by the system designed to protect them. Erasing that would be the final injustice. We came here to see if the tormented spirits still lingered, and we're leaving with the conviction that at the very least, their story does. And it's a story that must never be forgotten. What do you think we captured tonight? Was that a genuine voice from the past, or something else? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We read all of them. And if you want to join us on our next exploration into a forgotten piece of history, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you for watching. Stay curious.